Hey guys, Order King Live coming at you again for another retro look at what's in my collection deal episode. So, anyways, as you can clearly see, today's episode is going to be based on the Sega Genesis Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Definitely a classic, and considering it's Michael Jackson, I mean, you can't really go wrong. I mean, this was a classic title, and considering he's the king of pop and was in Genesis games, it's a gem in itself. Now, this copy is, you know, I never owned this originally. I've said in my past videos, the Genesis and all that was owned by my uncle. So he had this when we were younger, and I used to always play it. I could not get far in it, if I remember correctly. I mean, I could do the first maybe 2-3 levels, and that was about it. I don't ever remember beating it or anything like that. Might have, but it's not within my memory, unfortunately. So this copy I picked up a few years ago on eBay. I got it around the $30 mark. Not bad, but it is pretty beat up. So, I guess I paid what I got. Pay what you get for. Get what you paid for. There we go. So as you can see, there's some, we're bending in the bottom of the, the graphic there from when it was never sitting right, I guess. There's some, some crunch there. A little bit of tear there. I mean, you could tell, where the sticker was right there. I haven't cleaned this up, and it's been sitting on top of my Genesis collection for a while, so it's pretty dirty as it is. A little bit of chip in the corner there, but that can always be fixed by just replacing the box, the actual plastic itself. So, I don't remember much of this game when it first came out. I'm sure it must have been pretty big because Michael Jackson was, pretty big in the 80s, so this must have been a pretty sought-after title, and you experienced the baddest video game ever. 1990, actually. It's not as old as I thought it was. I thought it was going to be roughly 88, so a little bit newer than I thought. And I remember the music, of course, being amazing, and the fact that you could use your special to make everybody dance in the game. That was always cool. Do the Thriller or whatever it was. And 1 to 2 players. I don't remember this being 2 players unless this was the classic kind of, Mario and Luigi, one player goes after the other kind of thing. So as this copy is unfortunately not have the manual. That really sucks. I really like having the Genesis manuals because they sit in there so nice. But again, you can see the sticker that used to be right there. Obviously, this was a rental or bought from one of those convenience stores or rental stores like a Blockbuster or something. Who knows? I don't know. But it's nice to finally have it. I was missing it for a long time, and the 2 Genesis games I was really chasing after for a while was Moonwalker and Ghostbusters. And unfortunately, I still have not achieved Ghostbusters. It was selling for same thing around the $30-$40 mark. I didn't want to pay it because I just bought this, and I kind of wish I did because now it's going for in between the $40 and $50 mark, which is getting annoying. Had that game too when we were younger, and even though those were my uncle's games, I'm still trying to buy them all back too because they're classics and they're beautiful. Yeah, I know. I got to clean this up. Look at that goop. But either way, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker today, and I will stick it right back in here if I can get it to go back in there, because Sonic and Knuckles is in the way. Forget it. As you can tell, Sonic and Knuckles just wants to stay right there and be in the way. And that's it for today's episode, so I'll see you next time. Peace.